main deck. This deck's a lot better in my opinion. I shouldn't say better, that's not a good word. It's more like what I want to play. This is the Jerry Efro team list. I don't know who created it. But Jerry posted a sideboard guide today, and that's the reason we're circling back to red deck wins already. Anytime that I have a sideboard guide, it helps. But other than that, it's basically the same thing we've been playing, except Wizard Lightnings for Lava Coils, and got rid of Killing Phoenixes, which I think Killing Phoenix, I've said a few times on stream. Like earlier in the season, I was advocating that Phoenixes should be over Crackling Drakes and stuff in the Drake deck, but like, you know, the format's changed. All the red decks have 4 Lava Coils now and stuff like that, so I think Killing Phoenix is just much less good. Hopefully we're going to win some dice rolls today. This hand's fine. We don't have a removal spell, which is kind of frustrating considering we have 13. But, just don't think you can mulligan a deck like this. And they're probably playing Boros Angels considering they didn't have a 1-drop. And Boros Angels will be a tough out, especially game 1. So argument that I should have played Pyromancer that turn, because it can technically... Oh, wow, we're playing Jeskai. I was going to say it can attack through History of Benalia. Oh, we're probably not going to do well this first game. Hey, Korean, what is up? I wonder if I'm supposed to just jam this or not. Because it makes them have to have another Clarion. Whereas if... And we'll get to resolve the Frenzy, which then they're going to need a Teferi. And if they do have the Teferi, the Champion in theory should kill it. Please, no negate. Nice, nice. Sure we have no background noise going. Sweet, we don't. There's a good chance they're going to Teferi this away this turn. Oh gosh, no, it's Niv Mizzet. Oh, tilt. And they get to draw a card, and there's nothing we can do about it. We're just dead then, unless we get very lucky. And I guess we technically got lucky, but like, we didn't get the right kind of lucky. We got the kind of lucky to let him resolve multiple removal spells. Or, sorry, let him draw multiple cards. We got there, though, in a manner of speaking. Hopefully they won't have the 3rd Clarion. They have the 3rd Clarion, we're obviously SOL. But if they have 3 in the top 15 cards or whatever, I mean, can we even play around stuff like that? Don't think we can even play around something like that. Maybe our burn spells will be able to get it done. Oh, please not an Expanse. Expanse has target on it twice too, so we can't even counter it with a shot, can we? Yeah, unfortunately. We have decided we can only win with these. Oh god, it's a Niv, is it? They'll have counter spells at this point too, I'm sure. Alright, well, it's time to get real lucky. Oh, they have revitalized. Come on. Boo. It's a good card. I'm just saying boo. So I think we have 0 outs now. I'm not going to concede, but I believe we have 0 outs. Silly third Clarion. Maybe he'll have 7 lands in his hand and we can draw Lightning Strike, Lightning Strike. I mean, who knows? That was not 7 lands. Alright, so what do we want? We want you. Ooh, maybe you. Nicobola, or sorry, Niv Mizzet, so we know we want you. I guess we want you guys too. What's bad? Burn spells are bad. Let's get rid of all 9 of our burn spells to start. We've saw Crackling Drake already, so I'm not going to get rid of the Lava Coils. And what's the next worst cards? Fanatical Firebrand, maybe? Wonder if Firebrand or Lava Runner is worse. Okay. Feel like this is a favorable match. And we drew well last game, so I'm a little discouraged that we lost. This is a hand that feels like it's just going to die to Clarion, but I don't really feel like we can mulligan. Wonder if I'm ever supposed to sandbag the Lava Runner to turn this into a 2. Probably not, because there's no way to guarantee we can get it to a 4. If we could get it to a 4, maybe we would. I don't know if it gives up 2 extra damage. It just gives up 1, right? Well, it's a good card, but like I said, this hand doesn't look very appealing. So we'd normally be attacking for 1 on turn 2, and then 2 on turn 3 for 3 damage. But if we played this on 2 and this on 3, this would attack for 2 on 3. So we'd be losing 1 damage overall. don't know what we need here. Probably something like a risk factor. I really just don't want to jam a Dire Fleet here, but I don't think we're going to win just dealing 2 damage. We're missing lands and relevant spells at this point. It's going to be a real rough game to win. Land? That's not a land. Alright, well, I risk factor you, I guess. I don't have anything else. No, not that, homie. Like I said, we're missing lands and spells. And that's a horrible, horrible sign. Think you just play black-green, Murph. Oh, that's not good for you, Bao. That was a good draw. If you're playing red of some kind, just play Jerry's List. He even posted a sideboard guide today on Star City. Oh, they tapped the 2 white first. Don't have a second. We can beat a second if we draw a land, but we can if we don't. How do we just not have a land at this point in the game? It's really frustrating. It's turn 7. You think we could have our 4th land? I don't know if we can beat Lyra now, no matter what's in his hand. If he has no counter spells, we can still hit a land and maybe. He only had 1 card, so there's a chance he has no counter spell. Now, if he's attacking, he's got a counter spell and or a settle. It's pretty guaranteed. It's not helpful. We have to take a dry draw. Yes, we're going to attack first. Wow, that's pretty nice. Mine aren't supposed to come till Monday. I ordered 4. Wanted to place that as standard. Please have settled the wreckage. Them having settled the wreckage is our best chance to win. I wanted to place that. How did I lose out on any value when I get to 4 if I own 0 guilds cards? There's a draft tonight. I'm thinking about going to it locally. Please explain. Because I don't understand. I don't know if it's better for me to do this or to hope for this. Probably this. Whatever. I'll keep it on top, I guess. Doesn't necessarily feel where I want. I can play it till end of turn, right? Alright, so my math is you pay 50% of what you would pay for the cards if you ordered them. So you end up using about 80% of the cards that you purchase, i.e. use 80% of the value. I doubt I use close to that. I would be shocked if I used near 80% of the value of my cards. Alright, well, we don't want that. Attack the fairy. Unfortunate. I think I would rather opt. I don't really care about the life points. I don't want you. Alright, whatever. I give up. You still need 4 of every card that you want to play, though, right? Like, if I want to play Arclight Phoenixes, I need 4. If I want to play Temple Gardens, I need 4. And so on. We're getting pretty buried this game. I don't know how we missed lands for about 1,000,000 turns and now like we're super flooding out. We've even scratched some to the bottom at this point. But I guess I get what you mean. I just like having playsets of everything. I'm not sure how we come back here. Especially if he plays a creature, which he's playing something on his main phase, so that probably means it's Nicobolas. Ugh. A third Lyra? I didn't even know Lyra was popular anymore. I mean, we can't win this game. This is supposedly a good match, too. Yeah, I keep saying Bolus. I meant Niv Mizzet. Um, they don't have an answer to this experimental frenzy, which I find very unlikely. Maybe it can do it. That's a strong one. Alright, Red Rover, send no counterspell on over. They don't have a counterspell, I haven't invoked a divine, so I don't know what I'm really hoping for here. This resolves, I would rather just be able to play the spells. That's why I didn't cast a Pyromancer, I want my 4 mana. Oh cool, they have negate. Who is the Oracle? Why do you keep saying the name of the Oracle? The Phoenix is outdated now because every deck's playing 4 Lava Coils. When everybody was still on Lightning Strikes, it was the correct card to play, but now that like all the red decks just have 4 Lava Coils, it's clearly bad. Heard you want to let me draw cards. Alright, well we got wrecked. Not close to close. That's supposed to be a good match for us, and it wasn't even close. That's not a good sign. Because I think we drew... Well, we were mana screwed that... Game 1 we drew well. Game 2 we drew pretty abysmal. I think the keep was correct, though. Lost another dice row. This hand doesn't seem great, but I think it's a keep as well. If we somehow get paired versus a deck that the Steam can survive, then we'll go to town. If not, we won't have a chance. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. Ooh, this is bad for us as well. And they hit, obviously, 2 spells. Why would they not hit 2 spells? Why would they not hit 2 spells? Could offer to trade. It's probably not worth offering to trade. Because he kind of needs to kill this, or we get to go too crazy. Doesn't care that we get to go too crazy. That's interesting. Might just have multiple removal spells. So can we ever actually kill him if he has a Carnage Tyrant? I'm going to say no, and I'm going to kill Vis because of that. It makes me feel like I messed up. Potentially could have just played Fanatical Firebrand and got in an extra point of damage there. But I made my mind up too late. You're going to have to send me his link or something then. I would watch. Of course. Why would you not have Chupacabra? Well, I think we're pretty close to dead now. Not actually sure what I can do anymore. I feel like everything I play will end up being too slow now. I'm not going to remember the Oracle 8888. It's not sending a link at all. Alright, well, we got to get pretty lucky, I feel. Oh, why? They have to have a Carnage Tyrant if they're sacking things. Punished. Carstone's article basically said to do that, though. I really just do not think we win, even if they do have a Planeswalker. I think we're on close to no outs. I mean, if they sack all their lands and don't get to play a spell, sure, we'll win that way. But, doesn't seem reasonable, does it? That's unfortunate. Ten. Yeah, we did draw 4 cards that turn, and we still feel to me like we're only winning because he's not playing lands. He shouldn't have sacked his lands. If he just doesn't sack his lands, we win or we lose this game 100%. But for some reason, he killed every land he had, and we could still lose. We need a Planeswalker of this, right? We're actually getting close to killing him now. I'm 100% playing the second Frenzy because I want to see the next card. Just most of the people that cast Vraska just sacrifice all their lands and then lose the game. You don't have to draw cards. Just threaten to win the game. Why would you sack all your lands and just lose the game? It doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, Jerry says to take out Frenzies here. And I agree 100%. Actually kind of confused why we don't bring in Dire Fleets, but... Frenzy didn't win. Our opponent's misplays won. Frenzy did literal nothing. Our opponent didn't play a spell really the rest of the game because he sacked all of his lands for some reason. He took a turn where he sacked his creature, then he took another turn where he sacked like 3 lands in a row and he just didn't play anything. Opponent could have just ticked up Vraska and sacked nothing and won. Like, that wasn't Frenzy winning. That was our opponent not playing properly. That's the thing I see Vraska most commonly doing, too. I see it most commonly just sacking lands. Alright, it hit a lot of cards. But none of the cards mattered. If he just played a threat a turn, we would have lost. We wouldn't have been able to answer the threat a turn while keeping the Vraska from ultimating. Our opponent disconnected. I wonder if he thought that was game 2. Or if he actually just DC'd. I mean, I'll admit that Carnage or Frenzy was very good that game. I just don't think it would have mattered had our opponent not did what he did. This hand seems pretty mediocre, but we have something for the early turn Lovin', so. No Wildgrowth Walker, please. Our opponent had no Wildgrowth Walker that game, too. It's kind of interesting. I want to play this in case he has Jadelight Ranger. But I lose value on the Steamkin this way. Wrecked. I've not read his sideboard guide. I'm checking out Jerry's at the moment. It's kind of weird. I was willing to attack that time because I drew Lightning Strike to be able to beat a Jadelight Ranger. I don't know which one I'd rather use on that. Guess I'd rather save the burn spell. It's going to get thrown at a creature no matter what. I have no idea what a Teenies is or whatever. Is that the guy you said was the Oracle? So he's probably got a Contempt this turn. Doesn't really make sense if he doesn't. His video. He's got videos as well. Alright, so this game's over. Can't beat Carnage. Surprises me that he brought in Vraska. Or that he left in Vraska. The attacks, we might be able to beat him. Ritual Suit. I don't think that's a good enough card to be in the black-green decks anymore. I'm just gonna run it back, I guess. I don't think we can keep a one-land hand. Not even a good one. I guess we'll keep a bad two or three-land hand though. He's got dead weights and necrotic wounds to go with cast outs and contempts. He is prepared to beat the red decks. Even though he's already favored versus the red decks, I don't know why you would want to put all those extra cards in your deck. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Wouldn't mind to draw another Lava Runner here. Close. We don't have lands again, though. Would love to draw to land this turn. Oh well. Yo, Wildgrowth Walker's insane. Nobody's gonna deny Wildgrowth Walker's power. Think I'm gonna play this one this turn. I think I may just risk factor him. Yeah, I think I'm gonna risk factor. If we draw a land, we can win now. I don't remember if you did or not. Alright, so we lost very badly to one of our better matches, and then we scraped by one of our worst matches. Living on the edge today. History and Settle's pretty sweet. Do you just get packs for your prizes? I don't like packs. Alright, it's time for us to win the dice roll. We can do it, deck. Should have been a little background noise there. I apologize. Nope. Lost another dice row. Have we only won one in the last 2 leagues? I know in the 9-round PTQ last week I won 2. This hand's a keep, though. I guess really good. This Jeskai again, so we probably just lose. I'd snap off the credit, though my store sells cards at market now instead of low, so I don't really ever want to buy cards there ever again, so. Alphabetically by rarity. Or sorry, by color and rarity. I apologize. We missed the land again. I'm just going to go all in. I don't think we win this game if he's got the Clarion, so I'm not going to play around it. If we'd hit the land, I wouldn't have gone all in like this. I would have only cast a Chain Whirler. So basically, I'm just hoping he doesn't have it. This is a Gambit. And it looks like, oh, they don't. That's interesting. They either don't or they didn't want to play it. Who knows? They didn't have it last turn, though, so. Drawing multiple cards a turn, they could have Cleansing Nova, but. They got rid of a Justice Strike, therefore they do have a Sweeper. It's just Cleansing Nova. Could have been worse. Kind of interesting. I just kind of think I want to jam this. There's like a pretty good chance that they just Teferi and bounce it or something, and then we can finish it off of a shock and play double Lava Runner. So you get to flip this next turn. Red Rover, send us, I don't know, a Lightning Strike or something. Oh, don't hit a Clarion off that. Oh, it's just a fairy. Alright, Red Rover, Lightning Strike us. I didn't say let us draw unplayable card. Alright, looks like we lost this game too. We won't be able to beat Gateway plus Azcanta plus Teferi. Especially when the top 2 cards of our deck were blanks. Kind of weird to me that he bounced that. Now, I was told these matches were good. I don't think I'm playing them bad. Alright, that's enough. Alright, I'm gonna sideboard the same way and take out all the burn spells. Not sure if their version of the deck plays. Does that version of the deck play Drakes? Do I need lava coils? I don't actually know. Try this then. Oh wait, no, 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 no. Thought I'd already pulled those out. My bad. I'm going 2 and 2 because I don't actually know if the gateway builds play them. Probably should just be 4 lightning strikes. Where's my phone at? Aha. Alright, we'll play first. Not good enough. Yeah, I think this hand's better than last hand, even though it's obviously also not good enough. Playing mismatched lands is just silly. It gives you something you have to think about for no reason. Like, why would you want to add extra things to think about? Fun times. Missing lands yet again. You shouldn't have to take the time to find them, you should just have them. So we know he has Sillaways in his 75. But we're just going to risk factor EOT, see what happens. They let me draw cards. Hmm. Not only did they let me draw cards, we couldn't do anything with the cards they let us draw. How amazing is that? We couldn't do anything with the 3 cards. They just like, 10 life, casually here, take 3 cards. JK, you can't do anything with them. Sure wish we had a blasting station again instead of a frenzy. Pretty common complaint by me. Hmm. Well, Mike should be on. Can you not hear me? Ah, sweet. At least get to kill the fairy now. He needs to find a way to kill this. And if he does, I think he's still probably dead. Because our hand's loaded and we have a risk factor in our graveyard. Um, this card doesn't do anything. Guess we'll take the Clarion. Because if we hit a land, we can kill everything. We did not hit a land. Rip. Oh god, why are you so bad, you fucking experimental frenzies? God, experimental frenzy's such a bad magic card. So now we need to hit a land and a shock, but shocks aren't even in our deck. We could just casually win this game easily if we didn't cast a frenzy. I don't know if we can win now. We're gonna have to blow up our own frenzy, take a turn off, and then and then Banefire it, Delira. How do we win doing that? It doesn't feel to me like a game we're ever going to win. Maybe they'll Nova their own Banefire? Or Lyra? It ticked up. We have at least one extra mana. And Experimental Frenzy wrecks us. What's the right play? The odds of them having Settle are relatively high. I think we have to kill this Experimental Frenzy, so... Can't use my Steamkins because we don't have the mana yet. Like, we only have 2 counters on the Steamkin. Pretty sure I'm just attacking with everything. I mean, what does Risk Factor do? Risk Factor doesn't do anything, he just lets us draw 3 cards. Three cards that we can't cast. It is 3 in a way of Steamkin if I'm attacking with Steamkin. If I'm not attacking with Steamkin, the mana is more useful for the following turn. Because I assume I'm attacking into Settle the Wreckage right now. So if I'm going to attack with Steamkin, I can do that. I think I am going to attack with Steamkin. I'm just going to make him show me one. Maybe we'll get something off the top of our library that matters. We didn't. Pretty sure he's going to have Settle the Wreckage. Um... It's game 2 and we lost game 1, right? So they're going to go to an amount of life that Expanse kills us. think at this point we're going to start doing the damage to this. Feels to me like it's okay, but I've been wrong before. Hmm. There's probably another good chance that he has settle, but we have enough going on that I think I'm fine with it if he does. Yeah, kind of expected another settle. Really need to hope this frenzy resolves next turn. Need to put a stop on our turn. I have a lot of cards still. This is an issue. For sure. I feel like we're doing powerful things. We're 7 cards deeper in our deck than they are into theirs. Don't think I actually want that at this point of the game. Definitely don't want that. JK, I guess we did want it. You just have to play the frenzy, right? Especially if they only have 2 cards left in their hand. They just have another if they have the 3rd sabotage, we're just SOL. Like, we can't win this game now, I don't think. I am 2-0 versus red deck wins from the white weenie side. I've not lost a sideboarded game yet. That could be a lie. I know we're 2-0, but we could have lost a sideboarded game. He's only got 1 card left in his hand, so I'm going to leave this on top. Going to kind of pray that we can go off. If their last card's a counterspell, we're in pretty deep trouble. It looks like it is. Well, I thought we were... Oh, wow, it's not a counterspell yet. Come on, one time. Don't get that negate. I should have cast Lava Coil on this. That was stupid. But it turns out that it doesn't matter. too slow. The red decks don't seem particularly fast to me. I feel like I win every game that I'm not. There's nothing really for me to buy back with this. I feel like I win basically every game that that they don't have Goblin Chain Whirler, and I can win some games that they do because I just go big. I mean, I've streamed all of my White Weenie games, so people have saw. Anybody who's watched my streams or videos have saw the matches we're winning, so. I think he sideboarded out his, like, expanses and stuff, or he's, like, drawing really bad, because he's not even trying to flip this. He could tuck Frenzy, but we can get it back, so he'd have to have a counterspell, too. JK. Oh, that sucks. Well, we get the Dire Fleet now. I guess that's cool. Getting pretty close to milling ourselves out. I'm not actually getting close to that, but. So we're just going to buy it back, but there's nothing I can do about them buying it back. Just kind of like forcing them to. Four lands left in our deck. I don't think anybody should be cutting Phoenix. I think anybody who is just making a mistake. I have two Fight with Fires left in our deck, so if he doesn't have counter spells, we still have outs. But we're clearly like getting on the thin side of things now. Three of our frenzies are gone. If we get a game 3, I think I'm going to take the Lava Coils out at this point. It just being a Lightning Strike would have been better. That was weird. They're casting another Teferi? I didn't even notice them use the first one. Okay, they did. I just hadn't noticed it. Getting to the point now where they should have drawn every card in their deck. I don't think I need this anymore. On a positive note, we're 5 minutes ahead on clock, and we're ahead on cards. If they don't have another Lyra, there's some miracle chance that we can mill them. Do not think red beats green-black. I think red can get draws that beats green-black, but I think green-black is a very large favorite, especially now that green-black is playing multiple cast downs in the main deck and Doom Whisperer. Like, it's really hard for you to go under them, and it's almost impossible for you to go over them now. And most of them are playing the full 4 walkers in the main now. Curious how he's going to kill us. Like, there's 10 cards left in his deck. 9 cards left in his deck. Guess he's just got another fireball somewhere. Or another Lyra? Well, we can't beat another Lyra. Do we have a fight with fire in our deck? That's not a fight with fire. He's very likely going to have the counterspell anyway. So I would say we're on close to no outs. I have no idea what you're talking about. Alright, well, we died. Wasn't even really close. It's another game that I think we win if it's Blasting Station and not Experimental Frenzy. Not sure how we lost that game. We were ahead so far on cards in a match that's supposedly good. We're playing versus a 0-4. And we have to mulligan. Hopefully our opponent doesn't knock us out of prize support. Oh cool, it's a bad match and we have no removal spell. Yeah, maybe it's not a bad match. Casual 3-color deck having 2 mana removal. Cool. They still have 4 cards in their hand. They hit F6 there too. Don't think you want to be playing this card in the current meta. Assume they have to have something? Yeah. They're proving me wrong. They have 6 mana and no spells, yet they have 3 or more mana of every color? That's just weird. Well, they have to have something, because they don't survive the board. So even if they have a contempt for this, like, they still have to block this and they just go to 1? If they have a contempt too, that could be a problem. Alright, well our opponent is playing all land dot deck. Or something. I have no idea. Guess I'm gonna sideboard similar to how I would versus black green. Which means I'm gonna take these out. Taking these out doesn't feel right here. Definitely want to fight with fires. Huh. Guess I'm not gonna play the risk factors. Have to mulligan again. Did we win the dice roll game one? No. We've lost all 4 dice rolls, haven't we? I guess I'll keep it. It's like pretty weak, but whatever. Well, I didn't mean to tap that. They kept them both. That's scary. Thief of Sanity. Hey Steve, what's up? Can I just shock them? Like, if they don't play anything this turn, can I just shock their face? They got rid of a ritual suit. That's not good for us, is it? That pretty much means we're definitely going to get suited, right? I think I have to play the second spell into it because we've already saw things like Eldest Reborn. So, like, if I don't play the second spell, we just get further behind if they play a Reborn. So they're at 9 life. And they're going to let us keep double Lightning Strike here, so they have to have a Death Gorge Scavenger. So even if they have the removal, we get to put them down to 3. If if we choose to. I think I'm going to. I have enough good draws here that I think it's worth it. Like, I didn't want to just, like, draw Experimental Frenzy or something and be stuck with it. So I had a Contempt there. I know it didn't show on the screen, but a Boom. So they're back to 3. Just for the scry. That's kind of funny. Reeve Ambition? Wonder why people are playing that. Because it kills Aurelia. Golden to Mazaru. Well, if he doesn't kill our Frenzy, I feel like we win. If he does kill our Frenzy, I feel like we win. He's another sweeper. That's probably the winner. JK, that's probably the winner. Alright. Well, we beat 2 black-green base decks that never cast Wildgrowth Walker, and we've lost to 2 Jeskai decks. That is not how I would have expected this event to go. We did it! We won a dice roll! We have to mulligan again. Alright, I'm going to keep it because of the scribe, but the hand's clearly terrible. I don't even know what we want to play versus of a hand like this. Just want to hit like 3 lands off the top of our deck in a row. We know we hit 1, so at least we've got that going for us. Really think we actually have to hit 3 lands in a row to have a chance. And he's Jeskai, so we might not even have a chance if we do that. Oh, he's not Jeskai. Interesting. Well, I guess he's still technically Jeskai, but you know what I meant. It's not the control build. It's the Angels build, and that could potentially be even worse for us. They paid 4 life, and now they're going to Clarion and gain 3 life. What is this deck building? That's insane. Congratulations, opponent. Would you like to go to 10? If they are the Boros Angels build, don't put blue in the deck. It does not improve the deck at all. It actually makes it actively worse. Like, Teferi is the worst it's been since it's been printed at the moment, and the mana's not quite there yet. You're playing a different deck, though. Like, I'm talking about the Boros Angels decks that have red spells and white spells. Like, I don't think you're playing Rekindling Phoenix and stuff. It's just the fairy doesn't improve much right now. You're playing more... Like, you're playing more of a blue-white deck that's splashing for the other cards. I'm talking about the decks that are primarily red-white. Like, you shouldn't splash for blue. I feel like it is, because, like, they have a Danto, they have Shalai. Like, maybe they're playing Shalai instead of Rekindling Phoenix. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a Jeskai Angels list. This is interesting. Can I ignore this card? I feel like I can ignore that card. Kind of have to anyway. We don't actually have a wizard, but... Lyra will cause us a lot of problems. I tap double white really quickly too, so I feel like we're about to get Lyra'd. Resplendent Angel. Because a lot of people don't read all the text on cards. That's the best answer I can give you, is a lot of people just don't read all the text on cards. Like, if he had Lyra, he clearly should have cast it pre-combat, but like, how many times have we watched people mess that up on stream? God, we've saw people mess that up a lot. See, a lot of people forget about the +1/+1 on it too. There's just so much text on the card that it's confusing. Too much text, can't understand. Whoa. He's pausing this turn, so he actually does have Lyra now, I think. Oh, wow. Kind of weird. Guess they wanted to laugh bad enough, but... honestly feel like I would have just... got down. Would you like to pay 4 life? No. They would not like to pay 4 life. A lot of people forget everything that's on Aurelia, too. Because Aurelia's got all the text in the world. want that. But we actually have enough mana next turn that we can sack this, pop this, then use this. So that's kind of cool for us at least. Yeah, opponent's done? Confused why they're done there. They're streaming most of that on Twitch, aren't they? I don't think Jerry's Guide has anything for Boros Angels, but I'm pretty sure we can figure it out on our own. We got Golgari, Jeskai Drake, Jeskai Control, Mono Red, Boros Aggro. Alright, so anyway, so I definitely want Fight with Fire, I definitely want Banefire, I definitely want the Dire Fleets. Don't want Risk Factor. I feel like I don't want this. Shocks in general aren't great here, but they're also not bad. Maybe one Firebrand, but like Firebrand's actually actively good. Versus a Danto, it's not good versus anything else. Yeah, we're gonna slow down. Yeah, you can hit the Knights with Shocks, but we have 4 Lava Coils and 4 Lightning Strikes. I'm hoping that that's not necessary. My granny just come home with fried chicken, by the way, and I'm streaming, so I'm sad. Because I would like to be eating some warm fried chicken right now. Have I missed a boat? You mean Wizard Lightning? I don't know what you mean by boat. I actually don't eat fried chicken that often, even though I loves it. I loves it so much. So, we need to draw something to beat an Aurelia. And they tap this into this. Does that mean Aurelia? Nope. No Aurelia, I guess. Hopefully they don't also have a Shock, but Shock's not a real common card. Oh wow, they didn't. I guess that means they're just going to sweep the board. Need to draw a Fight with Fire or something? Does anybody else feel dirty when they call for cards and get them? I'm not going to put anything else on the table right now, I don't think. Just going to put them in Lightning Strike range. I have not missed Wizard's Lightning at all. This is a card that I like sideboarding out anyway. So this isn't a one of. It's not a one of at all. I have multiple of that card. I have multiple of this card too. Wonder if our opponent would like to be invited to our stream. Like, he just have another Lyra and we lose right now. I'm not sure why he's so upset. Come on, baby, you can do it. We didn't do it. Alright, we're probably SOL. Guess we'll start with this. Well, how much mana do we have total? We have 7 mana total, so we can like basically play this and this. Or we could have just played this and looked for a burn spell too. Could draw a land into a Fanatical Firebrand and we'd be in a cool shape. This is a point of damage. You could be right though. We could have just frenzied here and looked for a lightning strike to win. Wait, how's he dead? If he's dead, I'm missing it. I don't understand how he's dead. If he's dead, I missed it. So you're gonna have to explain it to me. Ah, we would have hit! Daggers! Daggers! Thought about going for that play. Turns out it looks like we should have. As long as they don't have a board wipe, we're in really good shape. If they have a board wipe, we're obviously in really, really bad shape. I don't know, Murph. Like, there's only 4 lightning strikes in the entire deck. I'm trying to set up for future turns. I'm pretty sure we're just going to stone lose this game if he has a Clarion. Or if he even has an Aurelia, we're probably going to stone lose this game. Aurelia, potentially not. No, we're probably dead if he has either. That's probably good for us. Um... So now they have to block this. And now they don't get to block. I assume our opponent's going to complain again. We did get a little lucky there. We just happen to have 2 random removal spells on top of our deck. Hey, we did it! PD Cash! Woo! PD Cash. I like Jerry's build. Jerry's build seems intuitive to me. Technically, we weren't at 0%. But yeah, I get what you're saying. So that's the only game this entire league that I think Frenzy won us, and I think Frenzy cost us 2 games. That's not really a point in Frenzy's favor. Anyway, I really like this build of the deck. This build of the deck makes a lot of sense to me. It definitely was not a 0. There was Fight with Fire in our deck still, at the very minimum. Anyway, no, I enjoy this build of the deck. Not 100% sure I'm sold on Frenzy still. I still just feel like it's better as a blasting station, but that's because, like I said, Frenzy kills me more often than it lets me win. I'll admit we won last game when we cast Frenzy, but like anybody who watched all of the stream sees that we lost multiple games today when like a blasting station and playing cards from our hands would have actually won the game. But anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I think Brad Nelson's online, so I believe I'm going to go watch him since this weekend I am playing Black-Green, and I think Black-Green's correct for the weekend. I think Black-Green with Doom Whisperer is correct for this weekend. That, and if somebody could ever figure out the Drake deck, I don't know the 75 for Drakes. But anyway, take care everybody, and thanks for stopping by.